All right, so I am now broadcasting and people are coming in. Welcome, everybody. We're going to get started in just a minute or two. Give some people that are just getting back from school or just finish up some homework, give them some time to log in and get ready for Columbia College in Chicago. Awesome. Once again, thank you, everybody, for signing up. We're going to get started in about a minute or so. We're expecting a pretty decent crowd today, so I want to make sure we get everybody in here on time and that you guys don't miss any of the good information coming from Columbia today. All right, everyone, we are going to get started here. My name is Brian Hendricks. I'm the Director of College Counseling at Divine Savior Holy Angel High School in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Thank you all for joining us today for our virtual meeting. Couple ground rules to go over. If you haven't done this before, you'll notice that your camera is turned off and your microphone is muted. That goes for myself and Penny. We cannot see you. We're not going to be able to hear you today. We did that on purpose. So if you have questions, the best way to go about asking Columbia questions today is going to be through the Q&A function. You'll see that right on your screen. All you do, you click on that and you can type your questions in, and then Penny, our representative from Columbia, can answer those questions for everybody. If you are interested, we do have many more of these sessions going on over the next few days. So please register for some more sessions. You can register at WACAC. That's www.wacac.com. And if you're so blown away by this and you just want to keep watching over and over and over again, or if you missed that one little piece of information, don't worry. This session will be recorded and you can check it out on the WACAC website. That's the Wisconsin Association for College Admission Counselors. And that's that same website where you can register for any more of these wonderful college exploration events that are happening. It's www.wacac.com. That is all I have for everyone right now. I'm going to turn it over to Penny Rasick, who is our wonderful admissions representative from Columbia College in Chicago. Penny, it is all yours now.
Thank you so much, Brian. Hi, everybody. I'm super happy to be here to talk about Columbia College Chicago today. And thank you so much for spending some time with me to learn more. This is just the beginning of the conversation. I'm going to share my screen real quick so that I can talk to you in detail about Columbia and give you a little presentation. So here we go. Columbia College Chicago, located in downtown Chicago. We are in a neighborhood called the South Loop neighborhood. It is walking distance to museums, to cultural nightlife, to theaters, to gallery spaces, to the lake, and to parks. It is a beautiful neighborhood. It's a beautiful part of the city, very touristy, but there are also tons of students in that neighborhood. It's not just Columbia College Chicago, but it's also DePaul, Roosevelt, East-West University, Robert Morris University, John Marshall Law School, which is a division of University of Illinois Chicago. And the University of Illinois Chicago is just about a mile west, and a couple of miles south from us is the University of Chicago. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of where we are located. As Brian said, my name is Penny Rasick. I'm an Assistant Director of Admissions at Columbia College Chicago. I'm also a liaison to the Performing Arts departments. So if you're a music, dance, or theater major, you're welcome to send me questions in detail, and I'm happy to answer those. But I am used to working with students of all majors from Wisconsin. So if you're interested in applying, I will be your point of contact. Also, just want to let you know that my pronouns are she, her. So a little bit more about Columbia. We are a liberal arts college. And what that means is we are a fully accredited college which allows students to not only study what they're interested in their major, but also to expand their mind by studying the liberal arts. That means that you're going to take a strong gen ed core of math and science and history and humanities classes, in addition to classes in your major and possibly a minor or electives that you can use to explore around the college. We are also an art school, so not just a liberal arts school, but an art school as well. That means that all of our majors and programs are all focused in creative industry in some form. We have fine arts, media arts, performing arts. We also have business, but business that focuses on creative industry. And we have communication as well. Oh, I think I need to make sure that I am in presenter view. So there we go. That's probably better for you. So when you join Columbia, you are going to join a creative community. All of the students at Columbia are interested in creative study and creative practice. And they're all coming from different backgrounds. We have students that come from all 50 states and over 40 countries. We have students who identify as students of color. The demographic breakdown is 38% of our students identify as students of color. So we are a very diverse college. And we also have about 16% of our students identify as first generation. So here's a little bit of a breakdown of our numbers. In total, about 7,000 students total. Within that 7,000 number, we have about 350 graduate students. So we do have a small graduate program, but we are primarily focused on undergraduate education. As I said before, 50 states are represented within our student body in over 40 countries. 38% of our students identify as students of color. Our average class size is between 15 and 18 students per class. And our faculty to full-time faculty to student ratio is 12:1. So you're really getting a lot of one-on-one attention in your classes. So as I mentioned before, all of our majors and programs focus on creative industry. We have over 60 majors that are within the media arts, performing arts, music and sound arts, fine and visual arts, communications and writing, and business and management. Here's a quick snapshot of our majors and the fields of study. You can see that we have BA degrees or Bachelor of Arts degrees. We also offer Bachelor of Science degrees. We have Bachelor of Fine Arts and Bachelors of Music degrees in our undergraduate courses. And I'll get into a little bit more about the difference between the BA and BS and BFA and BMUS degrees a little later. I also want to let you know that if you see more than one area of interest, it's not uncommon for our students to be interested in 5 different areas of creative endeavor. That is fine, as long as you are studying a BA. A BA will really give you the freedom to be able to explore. You would choose a major, and then you would have a block of electives to take classes in different departments, in different areas of study, or do a minor in a secondary area of study. So not only are we an art school, as I mentioned before, we are a liberal arts college. So we combine traditional liberal arts with topics of business and technology. We understand that it is very important for you to be fostered as an artist, to develop and grow as an artist and to sharpen your skills, but it's also important for you to be able to navigate the business side of what you're going into. And that's really woven into our general ed core as well. You need to understand the business side of creative industry and also the technology that's used in order to conduct that business. That's an important part of our mission, an important part of our students' general curriculum. So who are your teachers? It's not uncommon for teachers to come directly from a film shoot or a theater company or a gallery or the office in downtown Chicago directly into the classroom where they can share their network connections and they can share their knowledge about what's actually happening right now. When you are looking at the faculty that may be shaping your career, may be sharing knowledge, you want to make sure that it is knowledge that is applicable today to what's happening in the world right now. And you can find that with our stellar faculty. You can learn more too. We have tons of information on our website, and I'm happy later to drop some links into the chat. But you can see that we have links at the bottom of these pages as well, these slides, where you can learn more and go in depth into the story of our faculty. A creative learning environment is an important part of college. You need to, especially if you're a creative person and you're interested in a creative major, you need to be supported and motivated, inspired by the environment that you're in. So not only will you be inspired by our creative student body, and our amazing faculty, but the learning environment is also very well thought out at Columbia. We have tons of amenities. We have galleries across campus. We have stages where you can perform across campus. We also have a brand new student center that we're very proud of. It is the anchor of our campus. The total campus is 20 buildings and spaces that is interspersed throughout the South Loop neighborhood. So we are an urban campus. You will be walking through Chicago from one building to another to attend your classes or to do your extracurricular work or to meet and hang out with friends. Like I said before, our student center is brand new. We just opened it, our official grand opening. It was just last year. It is 5 stories, 114,000 square feet of hangout space, of work and learn space, of entertainment space. There is places to eat. There is places to practice music. There is places to meet. We have our career center at the student center, and there's just a lot to see and do in that one building. We also have a media production center. So if you're interested in film, whether you're interested in acting for film or directing or cinematography or producing, our Media Production Center is a built from the ground up, state-of-the-art facility. It has 2 sound stages as well as a motion capture studio that was actually built in consultation with Mauro Fieri, and he is the cinematographer for the movie Avatar. And that movie was really cutting edge when it came to motion capture technology. And Mauro is actually an alum of Columbia as well. The Getz Theater Center, if you're interested in any of our theater majors, we have a theater center. It's one freestanding building. It contains 4 performance spaces. We have one black box space that is fairly small but contains cutting edge technology. The Getz Theater Center was just recently renovated and it's a beautiful space. We also have 2 other flex performance spaces in that building. So there's a lot of opportunity for students to produce their work. And we do support a lot of independent work where students can do their own thing in addition to our main stage shows that we do in the theater center. We also have a fabrication facility. It is the entire floor of one of our other buildings that's dedicated to fine art, visual art design. The fabrication studio has 3D printers, it has laser cutters, it has all the tools that you can think of that you would need to build pretty much anything. It has all of the equipment you would need, it has all of the supplies you would need. So if you're a fine artist, a designer, a visual artist, this is something that you would need to see. And as you're all from Wisconsin, you will most likely need to stay on campus. Our residence halls are also designed for creative students. We have residence halls that have dance studios. We have private music practice rooms in a couple of our, I think 2 out of 4 of our buildings. We have hangout spaces and meeting spaces that are all modern and all designed for students to be able to collaborate with one another on projects, both for the classroom and for maybe side projects that you're working on. The residence centers really are designed to support that kind of work. We have 4 residence centers. 75% of our housing stock is apartment style, so the majority of our students are in apartments. You may be in a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment with a kitchen and a living room. Our residence rooms come fully furnished, so you just need to move in and start meeting people and start collaborating. If you're interested in learning more about our residence facilities, we do have virtual tours on our website, and you can see videos of all of our buildings. So after graduation, you may be wondering what sort of support we give to our alumni. We have alumni chapters all across the country and even across the world. We have alumni events, networking events, ongoing learning events, lots of different ways that you can get supported after graduation. We also have successful alumni stories on our website if you're interested in learning more. Here is a few bullet points on this slide. Heidi Unifer, who is the graphic designer for John Oliver for his show Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. She does all of the graphic visualization and designs of his news program. So when you're looking at his little screen that's over his shoulder, Heidi is in charge of designing that. Len Amato is the president of HBO Films, and he is an alum from way back from in the late 70s. The curator of the Institute of Contemporary Art in Los Angeles, Jamila James, is an alum. Adie Bryant, who's the famous actress on Saturday Night Live and other shows and movies, is an alum from our theater program. We also have Anna D. Shapiro, who is the artistic director of the Steppenwolf Theater in Chicago. She is also an alum. We have Ben Mills, who's the head of product at Venmo. He graduated from our Interactive Arts and Media program. The Thrillist senior editor, Tony Marovic, he is an alum of our journalism program. And we also have a lead designer, a lead animator at Walt Disney, who's also an alum of our animation program. And like I said, you can learn more by going to these links on our website. So you may be wondering, how do I apply? I hope that you're ready to apply. If you are a senior this year, it is time for you to start working on your applications. We are a Common App school, so if you're working on the Common App, you can add Columbia. If you would like to just apply using Columbia's application and you don't use the Common App, our application will open on our website next week. It's not open yet, but will be open soon. We ask for a short essay asking the question, why Columbia? We want to know that you know a little bit about us, and we want to know why you're interested in studying with us. We'd like to see your transcripts, and for other materials, they may or may not be optional. So for ACT scores, I know Wisconsin is primarily, if not 100% ACT, not SAT, we are test optional. So if you don't love your scores, you don't have to submit them. If you are a great test taker and you want to share your scores, you're welcome to submit them. We encourage all of our students to share a portfolio of creative work. If you're interested in a Bachelor of Arts or a BA program, or if you're interested in a Bachelor of Science program, you don't need to submit a portfolio of creative work. But if you do, you will be accepted for, you will be considered for our faculty recognition scholarship. You do need to have a complete application into our office and your complete portfolio before January 15th of 2021 in order to be considered for a creative scholarship. If you are interested in a Bachelor of Fine Arts or a Bachelor of Music program, these degree tracks are selective, so you do need to be admitted to Columbia first, and after you're admitted, then you need to follow the steps to submit a portfolio or to schedule an audition in order to be considered for the BFA or Bachelor of Music programs at Columbia. And you need to have this done before January 15th of 2021. If you are a music or dance or musical theater student, you may need to submit pre-screens. And a pre-screen is kind of like a early step audition, and you will submit that via video. The deadline to submit that is December 1st of 2020. So if you have any questions about this, more information is going to be on our website next week, and you're welcome to send me an email if you have questions about the BFA, BMUS degrees, any of the selective degrees versus the Bachelor of Arts. You're welcome to reach out and I can explain in depth. But again, that information will be on our website in the next week or two. So for all of the investment that we put into you, this is the look at the estimated investment that will come from you. Our tuition and fees for next year is estimated to be about $28,800 for tuition, with room and board being a range. The average is $13,000, but we do have rooms that are as low as $11,000 for the year and as high as $16,000 for the year. It just depends on your room assignment. If you're in a shared bedroom in a shared apartment without a meal plan, that's going to be more on the $11,000 range. If you are in a studio apartment all by yourself with no roommates, that's going to be a bit more expensive, in about the $16,000 range. The good news is this is the sticker price, and most domestic students, if not all domestic students, receive some sort of financial aid. So as long as you submit the FAFSA and as long as you are admitted to the college, you'll automatically be considered for our scholarships. We first consider students for merit. You don't actually have to submit a FAFSA for consideration for a merit scholarship, but it does help. So submit the FAFSA even if you don't think you're going to qualify for any aid. We give $2,000 need-based scholarships to all students regardless of their need just for submitting the FAFSA. So let me repeat that. Even if you don't qualify for anything but student loans through the FAFSA, Columbia will give an additional $2,000 scholarship for freshman students who submit a FAFSA. If you're admitted, that's a guarantee. The merit scholarships are the largest awards, and we look at your GPA, and if you submit test scores, we look at your test scores as well, and we will offer you a merit scholarship based on those numbers. When we get the FAFSA, we may offer you a bit more than $2,000, or we may just offer you that $2,000 need scholarship that you can stack onto your merit awards if you are eligible for a merit scholarship. And then once we get your creative work through your portfolio or your audition, you will be considered for an additional talent-based scholarship. So those are our 3 financial aid programs, and you'll also receive additional consideration through submitting the FAFSA. If you apply in early fall, and if you submit the FAFSA in October when it opens, you should receive an award letter as early as the first couple of weeks of December, or maybe right around the new year. So as long as you get everything into us quickly, you'll receive an award letter and your acceptance information by around winter break. Okay? Connect with us. So this is just the beginning of the conversation, I hope, especially if you are just learning about Columbia College Chicago. We do have several ways for you to get to know us more. We have lots of virtual events. We have virtual campus tours that are led by a student ambassador, and those are offered typically Monday through Friday. We have virtual student panels that are typically offered every Friday, and we are going to be hosting several town town halls this fall as well, and additional information sessions. So if you feel like you would like to learn more and you would like to have another presentation or another, or if you'd like to see a little bit more of campus, go to column.edu/virtual, and that's where you'll find out about our virtual events this fall. On November 14th, we're also offering a virtual open house. This is a live event that's only that Saturday, November 14th. We'll be doing presentations from faculty in different departments around campus. We are going to have lots of different presentations and performances from our students, staff, and faculty. So it's a great way to learn more about us as well. Typically, this is a live event, and it's typically thousands of students and their families that come to our campus every fall to check us out. This year, it's going to be virtual. So if you're not able to come to Chicago, this is a good thing because you'll get to really learn more about us. Also, we have lots of social media handles, as you can see here. So check us out on social media as well. And that's my presentation. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm now going to open it up to Q&A, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And please drop your questions in the chat because I went really fast through that presentation. I was hoping that we would have some time for some questions, and I didn't want to run out of time. So we have about 20 minutes, which is a lifetime. So please don't leave me hanging here without any questions. Let me hear them. If you don't have any questions, you're welcome to go, and then just reach out to me another time, and I'm going to share my screen just so I can show you a little bit of our website too. So if you don't have any questions, you're welcome to go. If you would like to stay and engage, I would love that. I see that we still have a few attendees left, so please give me some questions and I'm happy to answer them. Okay, I'm just going to keep talking until I see some questions. So this is our student organizations and leadership page. I wanted to just show you this page because, college is so much more than just going to class and then going home and studying and then going to class. It's also about networking. It's about connecting with your fellow students and creating lifelong bonds. The way that you do that is through student clubs and leadership. We have clubs that are broken down by your major and by interest. So if you're interested in learning more, you can go to our website and just in the search bar, just type in student orgs and you'll find this link. So you can see that you can break it down by major and just scroll through here. We have about 60 clubs and organizations that range from affinity-based groups like the Asian Student Organization here to clubs that are based on your major if you're a theater student. Oh, here we go. Here's a question. So I'm going to answer this live. The question is, what is your acceptance rate? We have a liberal acceptance rate. We accept about 88% of our students each year. So if you are a student who is kind of concerned about acceptance rates, not much to be concerned about. However, don't let that number fool you into thinking that we have subpar students. The average GPA of our enrolled students is a 3.4, and the average ACT score is a 24-25. So our students are very creative, and they are academically minded as well. Thank you for that question, Brady. We also have team sports, believe it or not. Even though we are an arts college, we actually do have sports. Our Student Athletic Association runs our teams. We are the Columbia Renegades, and We have currently these sports here: badminton, basketball. We have several dance teams. We have esports. I know I had that question in another presentation recently. We do have esports. I know that's popular. We have an award-winning Quidditch team. That's pretty competitive, believe it or not, and super fun to watch. Right now we have figure skating, we have an outdoor collective, ultimate frisbee, volleyball. The volleyball team is super active, and flag football, and lots of dance. So if you're interested in learning more about how you would be involved, this is a great place to start. This is our new student center, the one that I was telling you about. And it is absolutely beautiful. Modern architecture. This is our fitness studio that's open to all students. You also have fitness studios in your dorms. So you would have your own fitness studios in each dorm room. But if you wanted to come to the one in the student center, that's open to you as well. We also have a maker space in our student center, and that's a space where you can just come and do an art project. So say you want to do a Pinterest project, but you are a film major and you don't have access to the art and design facilities, you can come to the maker space, and we have it fully stocked with supplies and with equipment. We also have staff who can walk around and help all of the students working on their projects. They are creative problem solvers, and they're happy to help you with your project as well. This is our food court area. Lots of different options and a beautiful salad bar. So lots of good choices for dining on campus. It also has a coffee shop. And not pictured are the music practice rooms. We have a top floor outdoor space and performance space. So that is the Student Center. Here are the faculty spotlights. Cassandra O'Neill is an amazing one. She is a vocal performance instructor, and she actually was the music director for Prince. So if that doesn't impress you, I don't know what does. Cassandra is unbelievable. She has the most amazing voice, and our students absolutely adore her. Dawud Bey is another one. He won the MacArthur Genius Grant for his photography. So if you're interested in photography, he's a professor here. And you can see lots and lots of faculty spotlights for all of our majors across the college. Any other questions? Anybody have any other questions? Okay. If you're interested in alumni stories, here is a great list of alumni as well. Column.edu, and then just type in alumni stories in the search bar to find this link. Lena Waithe is a great example. She graduated from our television program. She is the first African-American woman to win an Emmy for writing in a comedy series. So she worked on the series Love, and she's also a producer and an actor. She's worked on Master of None. She's worked on The Shy, which is what she produces, and the showrunner, the person who actually manages all of production, is also a Columbia alum, and they hire a lot of our students who are film majors to work or to be interns on the set of The Shy. So that she is someone we're super proud of. And we have lots more, and these are constantly updated. There's Adie Bryant, Rob Coletti, he's an actor, Broadway actor. So check these out if you're interested in learning more. Then we also have These are our new student spotlights. So every year we welcome about 2,000 new students who are freshmen mostly, and some transfer students as well to campus. And we try to do as many new student spotlights as possible. So if you're interested in applying, this could be you next year being highlighted on our website as a new Columbia creative. This is our catalog. If you would like to learn about the specific classes you might be taking in a specific major, you're welcome to go to catalog.colum.edu and look at our catalog. If anyone would like me to open something specific, just let me know in the chat. But let's go to cinema and television. And while it's opening, I just want to point out that this is a 2021 catalog. So subtle changes happen usually every year. You are the class, if you're a senior this year, you would be the class entering in 21-22. So you may see some changes to the catalog in April. That's when the new catalog is published for the next year. So you can see we have film and television BA, interdisciplinary documentary, television, and then we have a couple of BFA programs. And again, these require an additional creative portfolio in order to be accepted. And so if you would like to see what the classes are and how many credits are required, you just click on the major and you can see the classes that are required for that particular major. Again, that's catalog.colum.edu. Any other questions? I think we have one person who's hanging on. Here is a look at our creative and media spaces. This just gives you a look around the college at where you might be spending most of your time based on your major. So you can go to creative and media spaces on our website and put in performing arts, and that should pop up a look at all of our creative spaces for your specific major or in total. We have an award-winning newspaper on campus. The newspaper actually has a wide distribution, not just around Columbia's campus, but across the city. And if you're interested in journalism, there are paid roles for students on the newspaper as editor, as reporters, as all different varieties of journalistic roles that can be taken on through our award-winning newspaper, the Columbia Chronicle. We also have a newsroom, so if you're interested in television broadcasting, you'll learn about that. We have in our dance studios, we have in addition to the teaching space of our dance center, we also host dance companies from around the world. So we have a really well-renowned dance presenting series that hosts professional companies that come and do shows for the public in our space, and they do master classes and workshops with our students. This is our fabrication facility. As you can see, it's pretty big. We have all of the latest equipment and camera for cinema and television, and for interactive arts and media. Frequency TV is our television channel where we run different shows throughout the year. We have a fashion lab. The Music Center does about 200 shows a year between our 20 different ensembles. If you're interested in music, we have all of the genres that you can think of. within our ensembles that are required in that major. But if you're not a music major and you play an instrument, and if you would like to be an ensemble, you can audition, even if you're not in a music program. You can audition to be in one of our 20 ensembles. Our audio suite for audio engineers is also state of the art. You will learn all that you need to know about recording music and sound in the studio, but we also have a live and installed sound concentration within our audio majors as well. So you learn how to set up sound for outdoor events, for large scale events that are in different found spaces. You would be able to do that through this major. In our photography facilities, we are one of the only facilities in the country that still has a functioning dark room that's pretty big. But we also have an amazing digital print studio as well. And we have the largest collection of photography. We have one of the largest museums in the Midwest that is dedicated solely to showcasing photographers, both local photographers and international photographers as well. We have about 5 minutes left. Do we have a study abroad program? Brady, thank you for that question. Yes, we do. We have exchange programs with lots of different schools. Let me just show you where to find that. You can see study abroad is actually the sample question in the little search bar function up here. We have 3 different ways that you can study abroad. We have an exchange program where we have articulation agreements with schools around the country, around the world. We have Singapore, we have Lima, we have Santiago, Chile. We have lots in a couple in Australia. We have lots in England, Ireland. There's England again. England. These are mostly theater. Shanghai, China, and Mannheim, Germany. So these are exchange programs. That means that we have an articulation agreement with these particular schools, and you pay your tuition to Columbia, and the additional cost will come from travel and any extra money you need to live and to just travel around when you go to the school that you're going to for that semester. But the tuition itself is paid to Columbia, so you can use your financial aid, and then you go to this other school to study, and then it is guaranteed that the classes that you take will transfer back to go towards your bachelor's degree. Then we also have faculty-led programs. These are 2 or 3 week, sometimes 6-week programs that are offered over the summer, and they are for credit, but it is usually something you'll use your elective to take. And you go with your department. If you're interested in doing something like cinema and television in Florence or global marketing in Prague, but you're not in these majors, you just need to talk to the faculty who's in charge of this particular program to get permission, and usually you can make that work. We also have programs during our J session, which is between the fall and the spring session. And then our last education abroad program is an independent partner provider, and we just sort of help facilitate a study abroad that maybe we don't have a specific articulation agreement with. We just make sure that the school is fully accredited. We help you to contact the school to make sure your credits will transfer and things like that. But if there is a specific country you wanted to go to, but we don't actually have an exchange program with them, you can work with our counselors in education abroad to see if maybe you can do an independent study abroad, and we can help you with that. All right, it is 4:43, so I think it's time to welcome Brian back. If I'll stop sharing my screen. And hi.
Hello. Thank you so much. Thank you for everybody for joining us today.
Mhm.
It's always great to hear about what's going on in the college world, especially at Columbia as a Chicago boy myself. So Thank you, Penny, for taking the time for meeting with everyone today and giving us some great information. There will be a quick survey that will pop up as soon as you exit out of this session. So please take that. It's only 4 questions. It's a way to make sure that these sessions are helpful and how we can improve them for the future. Don't forget to sign up for more sessions, and the recording of the session will be available at wacac.com. So Penny, once again, thank you. Everybody who joined us today, thank you very much, and have a wonderful Thursday evening.
Thank you, everyone.